Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today a new Revit video has been released for you. And specifically, we're gonna talking about 7 reasons why we are not able to visualize an object in our views. I think it's pretty clear. We are assuming that the object is still in our model and it hasn't been deleted by us or by any other team's member in our model. The problem comes up when our colleague is able to see it and we don't. The reason why something like this happen, it's always related with visibility issues, and therefore it means that usually we just need to having a look on the visibility settings and making sure that they are set up correctly. Or on the other hand, it can also be that the data that we assign to our object are not correct, and so our view visibilities are correct, but we just need to amend the data applied to the object. This is a list of 7 points that I have wrote down through years, and that in my idea is gonna cover 90 or 95% of the cases. This list is not complete, and there could be other situations, but to be honest, those are really uncommon situations, and they usually are not a part of a design team duties. And therefore, I decided to not include them in the list. Another point I would like to highlight is just like I used Revit sample for developing this video, and specifically I use furniture as the main focus of our concern. But I want to remind you that this list is applicable as a furniture, but as any other type of object in Revit. So we are gonna see it as a furniture, but it can be the same list. It will be the same list actually. If we are gonna talking about a door or a window, a wall, a stair, an annotation as well, and so on. So the point is just like the main idea behind just remain the same. So you just need to use this list based on your needs. But let's stop talking and let's have a look at the list. The first reason why we're not able to see an object on Revit can be a silly reason, but I can assure you it can be more frequently than what you can expect. And it's of course the category off. So we just need to make sure that if we are gonna do, if we are gonna work in the view template and we're gonna go in furniture, as you can see in this case, the category is untick. And when I'm gonna turn it on and I'm gonna apply it to the view, here we are, I'm gonna have all my furnitures. The second reason why an object cannot be visible in your view can depend on an instance property. In this case, I'm just calling it elevation or offset from FFL. What does it mean? It means like when we're gonna selecting one object, the object itself has some instance parameters. In this case, we have a level where this sofa is applied to level 1 living room, and for example, is not applied to level 2. Of course, in the case will be, for example, assigned to the level 2 and we're working at the level 1 floor plan, I think it's pretty clear that we are not able to see it in any way possible. Another reason can be the offset. As you can see here, we have a hole. So we have 2 ways for checking the offset from FFL. In this case, we can work through the floor plan itself, and a way for doing it is just amending the view range that we're gonna find here in the view properties. And in this case, if I'm gonna type 2000, there's gonna be 2 meters from FFL. As you can see, I am able to see all my sofas, and at the same time I can see also the lights on the ceilings. This is because usually a floor plan it's normally cut 1.2 1.5 meters from FFL. In this case we are cutting higher, 2 meters, and therefore I am able to see up to the lights on the ceiling. So when I select this object, the one that I was missing in my previous view range, I can see that this object has a offset of 2000, and we have seen in the previous time there should be 0. Sorry. So when I type 0, apparently it hasn't changed anything. But when I change again the view range, and I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna put it what was before, like that. Here we are. Lights on the ceiling has disappeared, but we have all our sofas here. But on the other end, this way of working for this type of issues can be quite time consuming, because to be honest, we don't properly know if what is going to be the height of the view template. Or let's assume that, for example, the object had been assigned to a different level. So working with the view range can meaning wasting a lot of time. So I just want to show you also another version, and let's assume, for example, sorry, let me come back. Let's assume, for example, that I'm gonna put it back at 2000, and then I'm just gonna quickly go on my 3D views. When I'm gonna spin it around, for example here, and I can see immediately that there is a sofa flying on the space. If I'm gonna hide this sofa on this wall, as you can see, the sofa is on the ceiling, and it's missing from the floor. So I can immediately saw from the 3D that something is wrong here. So the simplest way is just gonna be selecting the 3D object, going here and type 0, and immediately, as you can see, the sofa has flowed down, has gone down. Here we are, and so now everything is set up as it should be. That's the reason why we can't see some object filters on the views. So what I should do is just go in the view template, checking for filters, and immediately I have a furniture sofa ottoman with the visibility on thick, so I don't want this object visible. So in the moment where I'm gonna remove this object, here we are, you can see them. Reason number 4 are hidden objects. It can be us, or it can be some other team members, but sometimes people, because they are in a hurry, they just hide the object in views. So what we should do is just turn it on, the hidden elements mode, with this little button here of a lamp, of a bulb of a lamp. And as you can see, I have here a sofa that has the same reddish color of this box that is saying reveal hidden elements. So when I'm gonna select it, this object, I can do unhide element, and when I release, I can see that now on my sofa has the same grayish appearance, and I don't have the same reddish color anymore. So it means that in this case, when I'm gonna release this mode, here we are able to see all our sofas immediately. Reason number 5 are work set. In this case, so we all know that sometimes we can forget to change the work setup before starting modeling inside Revit, and therefore we're gonna assign a wrong work set to our 3D object. So what we should do in this case, the work set should be hide from the view. So definitely we just need to go inside our visibilities properties. In the work set tab, here we have like a 7 reason work set that is gonna be set up as a hide. In the moment when I'm gonna do show and making sure that it will be visible no matter what, here we have 6 sofas again, and when I try to select this one, I can immediately see in the instance properties that the work set is the 7 reason, the same one that before I was hiding. So if I'm gonna select this other one, the work set is different here because it's work set number 1. So what should I do? I just need to select my object, click on this arrow, and just bring it back to the same work set as the other ones. So if I'm gonna hide again my work set now, and I'm gonna do hide here, apply, okay. As you can see, I still can see 7 objects, and this is important because we had just realized that we had populated wrongly some data in our BIM model. Reason number 6 are phases. We all know that in Revit we can apply different phases in the same model. If you are interested about how phases works, you just need to go here in manage phases, and you're gonna have the project phases, the phase filters, and the graphic overrides as well. So if I try in this case, I can see that I'm missing something here, but how phases are applied in this view specifically, what should I do is just going in the view properties, scroll down until the end, where I'm gonna find the phasing areas. And in this case, for example, if I'm gonna try to change the phase and not the filter, and I'm gonna do, for example, learning content, here we are. As you can see, we have these 2 sofas are more black than these ones. These ones are half tone. If you remember, we were saying that there is also a graphic override here, and as you can see, for example, we have the existing as a gray and the new as a black. So immediately we can see that these 2 sofa has a different face than the other one, because when I'm gonna select the third one, as you can see, here is not Revit cannot tell me just one single option. So what should I do? I just need to select the correct one and see what is there. So this object is as a working drawing, as a face created, and as a face demolished as none. And when I'm gonna select the other ones, here we are. The none that Revit was able to show me when I was selecting the third one is the same, but the phase of creation, the phase created, is different. And so now if I'm gonna bring it back to working drawings as the other ones, all the appearance is gray. And when I change the face of the view, sorry, over here, I just want to see the face of the working drawings. Here we are, we have all our sofas. Reason number 7 are links. We just need to make sure first that the link is gonna be loaded inside our Revit model. So if I'm gonna scroll down here, I can see that the link is loaded. I can also go here and manage links and check it from here, and the status is loaded. but what it's actually missing. I should have here some chairs and some and a table, and I have moved this furniture inside this link, 7 reasons. And as you can see, I'm not able to see even though the link is on. So what should I do? I just need to go in the view template and check if here the link is on in this specific view, not in the model like before, and actually is untick. So in the moment where I'm gonna tick it, apply and OK, immediately I'm gonna be able to see all my furniture. As you can see, I have a table and I have some chairs. I just want also to point out that when we are talking about links, and so we are here in the situation, all the previous steps can be applied as well. So the same ideas that we have just developed until the point number 7 can be applied again, not in our model, but in the linked model. So if I need to check the categories, I just need to go in custom and model and making sure that over here, for example, the furnitures are on. If I need to check elevation or offset from FFL, of course, if it is wrong, if I have some 3D object flying around the project, it's pretty clear that I need to open separately the 3D model, amend the properties of the 3D object, and then just reload the link model inside my working model. The filters works also for links. Sometimes it's more complicated, but the filters can be applied also for links, so pay an eye on it as well. And hidden elements, it works exactly the same. I'm just gonna have I can hide the all link, or if I can tab, I can just hide just one single object of the link. So I just need to reveal the hidden elements mode and see if my link is visible or not. The work set I can check it from here as well. So making sure that the work set and the links are on always. And talking about the phases, I'm gonna check them here. So we're gonna have the phase and the filter phase as well. And if some phases are not applied correctly to the single object, the workflow that we need to follow is going to be the same as for the elevation offset from FFL. So we will just need to open separately the link model, amend the property applied to the 3D object, save, and then reloading back the link in our working model. And for this video is all. We have just highlighted all the 7 points that can be the reason why we are not able to see some object in a Revit. So keep practice, enjoy your Revit, and have a nice day. Bye bye.